I'm sure you guys have all heard about the scandal by now with Kanye, or as he's now known, Ye West, where he made one of the most overt and disturbing anti-Semitic remarks I've seen a celebrity make in a very long time. I've seen anyone make, but especially someone who's this much in the public eye. So we'll walk through it. The first moment of this on the timeline is he was texting with P. Diddy and sent this text within their thread. "This ain't a game. I'ma use you as an example to show the Jewish people that told you to call me that no one can threaten or influence me. I told you this was war. Now, gone get you some business." So, what is happening? And then if you think he misspoke or was kidding or whatever it is, he then sent out a tweet saying this, again from Ye West. "I'm a bit sleepy tonight, but when I wake up, I'm going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. The funny thing is I actually can't be anti-Semitic because black people are actually Jew also. You guys have toyed with me and tried to blackball anyone who ever opposes your agenda." Do I have to respond to that and tell you why it's anti-Semitic? Going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people? I honestly don't know what that means. I've heard the term DEFCON, but not DEFCON, which makes it even more threatening. And so of course he got banned for that. But before he got banned from Twitter, before he sent out that tweet, the screenshot of the text message with P. Diddy came out and got him banned off of Instagram. And this was a bizarre interaction that happened. Of course, it's a political show, so I'm giving you kind of the political angle to it, on Fox and Friends over the weekend, where it seems like they decided to cover this and give some odd defense of Ye West while not actually reading any of the messages that got him banned. And so they talk about how it's un-American to ban him from these platforms, but then all of them admit we haven't seen the messages. And one of them tries to frame this as the reason we haven't seen the messages is because the media won't show you them. Or when these things get banned off of platforms, it gets erased and you can't find it. Guys, prepping for the show today, it took me 3 seconds to find the text message and the tweet. You just Google Kanye West, text message. It's going to be the first thing that pops up, and you can get a screenshot that was taken before it got taken down off those sites. And so this is just an incredibly bizarre moment where I think they purposefully chose not to look at the thread so that they could have a plausible deniability to defend him. But if they got a lot of backlash for defending him, be like, well, we didn't actually see the specifics of the message. Just a general point. Take a look.
Has happened in media over the last several years is, and I don't know, because I haven't seen these posts by Kanye, something is branded racist or anti-Semitic, you know what I mean? But you never really see the original source material because in a media account of it, they don't repeat whatever it is.
Right.
This is a real trend over the last couple of years where the headline will say a certain thing and then you read the article and the article is conclusive, meaning it was racist, it was anti-Semitic, but the supporting evidence is never provided. And the only reason I say that is because I don't trust everybody making the calls. I'm not saying it wasn't anti-Semitic. I don't know because I don't get to see the original source material. It's censored and then not. I think that the new journalistic standard is don't repeat.
Again, he's just lying. You can find the text and the tweet all over the place.
Repeat it if it is considered racist or anti-Semitic or whatever it may be. So therefore, just as a consumer, you don't just have to trust the storyteller.
Yeah.
You don't actually get to see the story.
Well, there's no question that Kanye or Ye was going to have to be taken down after what happened in the Tucker Carlson interview, after wearing that.
So then do you see? Wait, listen to this part of it.
Shirt.
She said there was no question he was going to have to get taken off of these platforms after going and talking to Tucker Carlson and wearing the White Lives Matter shirt. So she's trying to say the reason he got banned was because he wore a White Lives Matter shirt, when clearly he got banned because he sent an incredibly anti-Semitic text and then posted that text on social media.
He just crossed every line that you're not allowed to cross. And he exposed BLM for its corruption. He talked about pro-life issues. He has to be taken down. My understanding, Will, of what he said
He's just trying to say that it's because he expressed that he was pro-life.
He claimed that his buddy P. Diddy, who you saw there in the Instagram post, was being controlled by Jewish, corporate Hollywood types. That was what I understand what was the statement, which then they said was anti-Semitic and, referenced some tropes. And so then
she, after saying they haven't looked at the message, she goes, and apparently what was in the message was him saying that Jewish elites or corporations were trying to, send P. Diddy, or however she phrased it. Okay, so you do know the content of it, and you're saying that they, quote unquote, they are saying that's anti-Semitic. So you don't think that's anti-Semitic? What are we talking about?
They had to cut him down. Again, we're in this weird era where people can't just say what they want to say and take responsibility, for what they said, whether it's with the sale of his shirts or his companies, whatever. But this idea that you have to just shut down his account is just, it's totally totalitarian, totally anti-American. And I think it's just wrong.
It's totally totalitarian and anti-American. That's the analysis. Taking down an account that posted clearly anti-Semitic content is totalitarian and anti-Semitic. And then I'm hoping this was before the Twitter message, because that was something he chose not just to post of a text message he had, but on Twitter saying, I'm going to go DEFCON 3. I'm laughing because of the wrong usage of that term, but on Jewish people. That's a threat, easy and clear, and absolutely violates their terms of service. So no, it's not totalitarian for them to take them off of the platform. And then maybe even more disturbingly, and this I know for sure is after the tweet, is the Attorney General of Indiana calling him an independent thinker. That's really what this is about. They don't like independent thinking. Todd Rokita, the constant hypocrisy from the media is at an all-time high. They have now gone after Kanye for his new fashion line, his independent thinking, and for having opposing thoughts from the norm of Hollywood. Is that why he got banned? Is it, Todd? According to them, you're not thinking correctly if you don't completely agree with them. The left is dividing us, not uniting us. My post was specifically, and now he's kind of trying to do some damage control. My post was specifically and clearly aimed at the hypocrisy of the media and Hollywood elites, not anything to do with other comments. I have an obvious, clear, and substantial congressional and public record of being 100% supportive of the Jewish community and Israel. So that's something people do a lot, where they'll come to someone's defense and they'll be like, no, I was saying specifically about this action. Blah, blah, blah. But to me, let's say that someone kills someone and the next day I'm like, listen, this person is getting so much heat, and I think, it's admirable that they did a lot of charity. Well, but they killed someone also. So why are we talking about their charity? So if you're saying, no, I'm just proud of him for being pro-life or whatever he would have said that makes him this independent thinker, if you're not talking about the anti-Semitic comments, then you're ignoring, because again, these tweets came out after the clear anti-Semitism that he is getting actually banned for. They're not banning him for his independent thinking. They're banning him for those statements. So bizarre. People coming to Ye's defense saying that it's so wrong he got banned off these platforms after those horrible statements.